You're frozen though.
How am I looking?
You're still frozen. Pixely.
Am I frozen, everybody?
You're not
Welcome.
frozen anymore.
Welcome. I don't know how I'm frozen. I called Suddenlink. We took care of that problem, and I'm directly wired into my modem. Welcome to Libby Mondays. She has a pretty
pink headphones today.
I was just going to say how pretty your hair looked today and how good you look. And now we have to put something up there.
Look at that. It's my beach waves. It's
my
like, classic Survivor hair. This is how I looked on the island pretty much.
Are you going out tonight or something?
Yeah.
What's the special occasion?
Special occasion? I had to do some Instagram stuff, to be honest.
Oh.
No, they're not.
I noticed.
Actually, these are not beats. So these are really cheap off of Amazon. They work really good. I bought them to start to work on my personal podcast.
We can do that too. Let's get that going.
Let's go. I'm gonna be doing my own. I've kind of been working on it. It's been my quarantine project.
What's it gonna be? You didn't tell me about this.
It's still a secret.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because I'm gonna answer this K-Fox question. Everybody looks hotter on Survivor. 1, because they're tanner. 2, because everybody looks better when they have zero makeup on. I enjoy putting makeup on, but when they are out on the island, people look better when they're just dirty and just.
Are they saying that you look hotter on Survivor than you do right now? Is that what they're saying?
I would have to agree with them. I loved my Survivor life. I would live on an island with nothing any day. I miss the water so bad that I am getting this close to leaving Nashville again. So I'm just
because you always hear that. Yeah, you always hear they got makeup on. That something's going on because everybody always looks so good out there. I mean, some of them. Have you ever got in the van and smelt the same thing I smelt when you get in the van? Like it is.
Wait, what? We never went on the van because we were always in water, except for on tribal council.
You never. Yeah.
Well, when we go to tribal council, we would get in the back of a truck like freaking pigs getting brought to the county fair. We'd be thrown back there and just sit on the bench, and so fresh air would just be filtering through.
But that's good.
The only time I smelled people were when we were laying down. That was the only time. But I usually slept in the dirt, right by the fire. So.
Yeah, no. For me, that wasn't the time when it was bad, and it's bad for everybody. I'm not picking on one particular person because every single person out there smells nasty. You just happen to be smelling the ones next to you, but you're smelling just as bad as they are. Trust me.
Oh, for sure. I mean, girls are the worst because we're not the worst, but we're unexpectedly bad because we're not able to shave our armpits. So it's oh my gosh, just I cannot. It's that was bad. My friends found one of the challenges that I was doing. You could see my armpit hair, and they all just zoomed in and looked at it. I was just we will never.
Am I frozen, Libby? They're saying I'm frozen.
You were frozen.
I'm unplugging this.
How about me, guys? Better Russell being frozen than Libby.
How about now?
Nope, still frozen. We might have to lose you and gain you back. Just log out.
I'm leaving and I'm coming back.
Okay. It's just me, guys.
So it's just going to be, you're going to have to
be me.
take on the show.
Me. Good. I'm glad that I'm crystal clear. My computer has been very, very bad today. So I'm really scared that I'm going to lose you guys, but I don't know why. So ask me some questions while we're waiting for Russell. The questions are super lagging. All it's talking about is Russell being frozen.
How's that?
Much better. Okay.
So
hi, Charlie.
So yeah. Dog. we have a great episode, maybe I would say the best episode so far.
So freaking good.
Isn't it funny at the beginning? Go ahead.
I'm going to answer these. I've gotten a lot of questions because you came on so fast.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to answer these really fast. How much time between challenges? What did you do when you were born on the island? We always talked about food and made jewelry with Wendell. Are you wanting to play Survivor again, Libby? Yes, 100%. Charlie bit me. Charlie bites me every day. Okay, let's go on.
Okay, so right off the bat, what was funny to me with this episode is you see Jeremy going up to Ben and saying, they're talking about threats, like who's the biggest, baddest. He's the biggest, baddest guy here. And I'm thinking to myself, isn't that Jeremy? Like Ben, like he doesn't see that. Like he's like, we got to get rid of the biggest baddest. Like, who's the biggest, baddest here? Ben's like, you are.
Yeah, Ben's like, and I think was it Michelle or Kim? I guess no. Michelle went to Tony and was like, "You're the biggest right here," but I mean, obviously, that's for sure. But I think, yeah, Ben, no, Jeremy, only because of the move that he made at last tribal.
Yeah. Am I froze again?
No, you're fine.
Suddenly, I called Suddenlink. Upgraded to the hottest that I could. I'm connected directly to my hard drive or whatever that is over there. And it's still, I guess I'm better now. So anyway, we can get right into it and talk about Tony. Fine. I don't know if you've seen, well, I know you've seen my season where JT gives me an idol. Remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Tony, kind of like idols were given to me, he had fire tokens given to him. Like from each side. It shows how he's playing the game. It shows how socially he's playing.
It was amazing. Like so beautifully done. I feel like in every season of Survivor I've ever seen, people have tried to do that and then they get caught. It's like, oh, he's playing on your side? No, wait, he's playing on my side. Let's vote him out. And then he goes out. It's like, like every time, every season that happens. But Tony did it so beautifully. He was like, I'm going to wait for the sun to go down and I'm going to tell this person to do this person to do that. Or whenever he was needing those fire tokens, he was just like, I don't know how I'm going to get them. But then people were just like, take them. We'll vote with you. It's like beautiful.
Yes. Here. This is you.
But Michelle played really well with like making up. She was like, I don't want him to know that I have an advantage. That was very smart on her part. She wasn't just like, wait, I bought them for an advantage, or like, I don't have any. Like at least she made know that, hey, I do have an advantage, but I'm gonna tell you about a different one, or I'm gonna make something up so that way you know I don't actually have one that I can use right now. So
I'm surprised he bought that. Yeah,
I know. He was like, Michelle she came clean, told me that she bought an advantage to use later day. I was like, good job, Michelle. That was awesome.
Yeah. I'm surprised she bought it. One person that wasn't buying what was going on out there was Kim. Now, I've been saying that she's a great player. That's why I love her. She's just making the wrong decisions, and I think she started playing way too late. Like, you don't have to, like, Tony's playing super hard right now. Now, Kim, I'm just saying just play a little bit. Just start playing. I think she was laying back and not doing nothing at all at first.
Yeah, I think this is what I'm seeing from Kim. I love her so much. She plays such a good game. She's so smart. Right now, her social game is just not on point. Like, she's not being friendly. She's not being very likable. She's just relying on people who have already been able to trust her and saying like, oh, I'm not falling for this. I'm not falling for this. She's kind of like lying on her reputation rather than actually playing. And so it's just like now you're just not fun and enjoyable to watch because like, where's your friendly attitude? Like she never really had that when she played, but like she could be playing now just the same as Tony is, or like her and Denise are kind of just like buddy, and she's just like, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting for her to be like, okay, like have some energy while you're talking. Like give us
something. Right. I noticed that too. And it's not that she's not like, she knows for a fact She's not. It's not like, oh, she's saying straight up, oh, Jeremy believes him, but I don't. Like, she knows what's going on.
Yeah, but she's playing smart. She's like, hey, I know that I'm not with the vote, so I'll just like do whatever they want me to do.
She has great intuition, but I think she just started playing way too late. I've always said she was a great player. I don't think that. I think the best move of the night was actually Tony getting rid of Sarah's number one.
So smart, man. When he knows that he wants to work with her, or at least he wants to like get her to be alone. That was genius. And the way he did it, so beautiful. I was like, wow, that was legendary.
What that does, and I've used that move, it's a very effective move. You see in the secret scenes that Sarah is upset. She's like, I'm done. You just messed. Now, if she really thinks that she's done, she's going to hop right on Tony's back. Like, he's just going to be like, it's okay. It's okay. He even tells her in the secret scene that he has an idol. It's okay. I have an idol. I'll protect you. Now, if she gets burnt again by the cops or us, whose fault is it? Ooh. Is it Tony's fault, or would it be Sarah's fault? Because she already got burnt once. What is that saying?
I think that
shame on you, shame on me
kind of thing. Like, I think that when it comes to Sarah being burned, Sarah is kind of just like playing with her emotions a lot. Like, she's enjoying it out there, which is good. Like, I'm glad that you're not like her, like having her fashion line and all that fun stuff. Like, she's doing good with her social game, but she's kind of like getting too into it, which it's very easy to do. So I don't know. I think that I feel like it's going to be her fault, because she could just be playing intense. Like, Tony's in it to win it. He's like, I want this $2 million. I'm going to play my heart out. And if you don't want to join me, then like, bye-bye. I don't have time to wait for you. Plus, like, he needs people like Nick and Michelle who are like, I'm going to play like low key, whatever, and just vote for Tony, because I feel like maybe they're thinking Michelle and Nick and Jeremy will gang up and get Tony out once it comes time to be the final three. I don't know. Like maybe they're going to be like, ooh, like, let's stay at the bottom until we can rise to the top. But I don't think Sarah's going to last much longer, because I really think she's playing with her emotions.
And by her doing that, it reminded me of the food thing. When she did the food thing, it was to curry some kind of social favor. When she's like, oh, let's have a runway thing. I think that was out loud showing her social game. Like, oh, look at me. I have a great social game. I'm trying to play games with y'all.
Yeah.
I didn't see it as, oh, she has a great, like, down to earth social move. It was like, okay, how often she says she's pretty, she's funny, and she's smart. I have to disagree with her being, I think that she's a pretty girl, but when it comes, and she was smart in her season, but she's boring, and she always has been.
I think it was just like she wants like people to see her that way, so that way when she's not acting that way, she's playing the game. You know, like a lot of people see me as pretty, friendly, and smart, but I'm more than that. Like, I'm artistic. And it's like, or are you just trying to like be like, a lot of people see me as this, but I'm really going to be like this. Like, it was just, it was kind of like it was not like something Sarah should do, because people don't see her. People see her as tough and smart and hardworking. People don't see her just like laying back. So the fact that she's kind of like laying back and then playing is just like not really her game. So I don't know. And this is Charlie, by the way.
She's playing with her game out loud, and I don't think that's a positive thing, where everybody gets to see, oh, Sarah has a great social game. I think, and I don't know what happens, but I think that Tony is going to get worried about her, and it's going to scare him, and he's going to get rid of his own alliance, which at this point in time in the game, you have to start making those moves. But by getting rid of the person that could have possibly beat him by getting rid of Sophie, I think was an amazing. Plus, he seen how close they were, so he was like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm gonna make her jump right back on my back. I did it with Michelle and Parvati. I got rid of Michelle to get Parvati right in line where she belonged because I knew they were sneaking off saying her and Sandra, okay, when comes that time to get rid of Russell? So he takes out that to where it makes her completely revamp her game, and I don't think she's good enough to be able to come up with another strategy.
I agree. And I think, well, I don't think she has enough time either, to be honest. Like, now it's time to solidify those alliances, take them to the end, stay together. I just don't think that Sarah's worked with Tony enough for him to gain her trust anymore. I think that Tony's just kind of like going to act like he's part of the alliance and just like let her go because he's like, you know what? I have my own alliance that like has stuck with me the entire time. Though I get it. We said something at the beginning. We've always said cops are us, blah, blah, blah. But like, I just don't think she has enough time. And like, you know, she could do like he could pull a move that you've done, but like I just don't think that I think that he's kind of already developed his own game again. Like he this isn't like the old Tony. Like this is a new Tony. He's running the show.
Yeah. Well, he ran the show his first time he played, for sure. But he's playing another great game. But a lot of people, I'm seeing a lot of comments that says Kim is trash. Now, I think that she's trying super hard at this point. I just think she started too late. Now, I wouldn't call her trash. I think that she is playing the game at this point.
Yeah, she is. She's really trying now. And I think that like if she gets, I don't see this happening, but if she got Denise and say like Ben on her side, like, you know, some like random 3 or 4 and then like found a way to get one of Tony's alliances and he doesn't use his idol or it's like I mean Tony's so far ahead right now, especially with his like misfit crew of like we're on the low end now, we're gonna try and get on the up end. I just don't like she's playing really hard. I just don't know if she has a chance anymore. Yeah. It really sucks because I love her.
Let's take Tony out of the picture completely.
Okay.
Who there would win the game? Like we have Kim, Sarah, Nick, Denise, Michelle, Jeremy, and Ben. Here's a list. That's a good question. Who has a better chance if Tony is not there? Which one of those is playing a better game? It really gets confusing at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the only people that have anything on their quote-unquote resume, I love how Sophie pointed that out. Like, nobody wants the girl who is, like, vice president of this and in this club, blah, 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 blah. Like, you don't need a long resume. But the only people who have somewhat of a resume are Jeremy, Denise.
But what does Jeremy have? Flipping,
besides
just leaving?
Fact that he played an advantage. I know. Like, that's true. It's really not anything that big of a deal. He just used what he got and then said goodbye.
But we've been saying Jeremy leaves at this point. He walks away. He votes his own Denise out. He votes his own Wendell out when he had to. If he gets all the way to the end, I can see him sitting there saying, I did what I had to get right here. Even though I walked away from my alliance every time I had to walk away from my alliance. He has a compensation. Mm-hmm. If I was against him, I would be like, I don't know. I think that Kim, I would be telling Kim, well, everything you tried failed. So your strategic plan failed every single time you tried something. Mm-hmm. And Jeremy, you ran away. You didn't play this game. You ran away from this game constantly.
Right.
So
you did. That's a good point.
Right. So I would have to give Denise could say I took out the queen.
Good point.
And I stayed on the down low and everybody likes me.
Denise, yeah. But then what about Michelle?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like Michelle could like bring out a lot of the ways, just like she did last time, how she's been able to survive and like kind of like okay, I adjusted here and I adjusted there and like I was flexible here and like I gained this line. So like she's been playing a good game to be able to stay as far as she has been, more than
Right.
Kim, more than like Michelle has never been a leader, but she's a survivor, and that's kind of that makes
Right.
a difference in like, okay, what makes the sole survivor? Is it a leader or is it someone who just knows how to survive?
Right. And we really don't know much about Michelle. Are we missing a lot? We don't know. It's always like, oh, what's happening with Michelle? Like, is she really playing a good game? We just ain't seeing it. Because if you take Tony out the picture, and if they vote Tony out, then we have this gang of players that has a shot to win.
Mm-hmm.
If Tyson comes back into the game, he has a shot to win. If you take out Tony, then I think that somebody has a shot to win the game. At this point, if Tony gets to the end, it would be tragedy if he
Right.
didn't win.
It really would be. I like think that if Tony doesn't win, the edits just are just mean. Like that was just mean because like everybody's
Right.
hopes are up, and then he goes out. It's like everybody's rooting for this guy, rooting for this guy. It's like when the good guy dies in a movie, and you're like, now what? So I mean, like
Right.
I mean, if
Right.
he doesn't make it to the final three, it will be like devastating. But he is playing such a good game. I don't blame him for not like putting it up there. Can I bring up when Nick was looking when Tony was looking for the idol, and Nick just like randomly is just like, "Oh, hey Tony, did you look over here?" And Tony's just like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, like here, come look with me."
Right.
Like
Right.
Nick played that really well. He wasn't just like, "Tony, I see you. Like, what are you doing?" Just like casually, just like,
But
"Hey."
I was very confused when I seen that happen
It
because I'm
was
like,
hard to watch.
I'm like, wait a second. First of all, Nick flips when Tony tells him to flip. So Nick listens to Tony.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nick listens to Tony again when he's like, "Oh, go over there to the well. You go to the well." Somewhere he already
like,
looked.
okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll go to the well. So,
I'm just gonna leave you.
So I'm like, maybe they're closer than a lot of people think.
I mean that. Okay, can we not with this guy?
Yeah, I'm blocking them.
Pokemon, can we like not?
Bye.
Thanks. So yeah, I think that something with Nick and Tony, Nick's playing like a game that, hey, I want to last till the end. Like he's not making any big moves, listening to where he needs to go, finding the guy that he thinks is gonna do the best, and saying, hey, I'm here for you, whatever you need. Nick's probably accepted it. He's just like, that's kind of how I feel that he's playing because he's not making any big moves. He's not like trying to say, oh yeah, this guy's ruling everybody. Let's try and get him out. Like I'm confused with Nick's game, but also like I think that he's just kind of like,
yeah. So here's the list right here. Take Tony out. Who wins?
Damn.
And why?
Come on.
I mean, that's the thing. It's so confusing. This list, when you really look at it, and you're like, okay, who? Because Ben is playing a horrible game.
I think Kim. I don't know. I think she's a blend of leadership and surviving.
Right.
A little bit more than Michelle.
Right.
Like I think Michelle is playing a good game, but she's just, and those are the two. I don't really see Sarah doing anything. She hasn't done anything. She's just had a good.
Do you know who wins? It's whoever takes out Tony. That's who on this list who wins.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they're so close. Everybody other than Tony is so close to jumping in that winner's seat. It's ridiculous
that's very true.
All of them, you can say, if they make one big move, except for maybe Ben. I don't know.
So,
hey, no matter what you say, if you keep saying it more than 5 times, I'm going to block you, even if it's Russell as king.
I know. I was like, hey, he is for sure. Okay, cool. But if,
yeah, okay, we get it.
But what about? Okay, I want to know. Do you think that you asked me this last time? But do you really think that anybody who comes off of EOE is going to win if they end and they're in the final 3?
If it's Tyson, maybe. And if he makes a big move. This is what needs to happen. They need to come out from the OE. If it's not Tyson, it's going to be hard. They need to come out from the OE. If it's Rob, no way. They're not going to give it to somebody like that. They're just not.
I mean, if Natalie comes out, it was fun to like see her in Parvati like find the advantage and like put it on Tony. Like that was cute. That was fun. Like it's not really gameplay, obviously, because like it was kind of a flop for them. I mean, it was fun for them to like kind of find something. But
so what if Tyson comes back and he's the one that gets rid of Tony?
Oh, hell yeah. He better win. That's crazy.
Yeah.
If he gets rid of Tony and he doesn't win and he makes it, he gets eliminated twice, comes back for more, gets the leader out, like, yes, you better win because you're the ultimate, like.
Well, I think that Tony's going to win the next individual immunity. And he has an idol still. So if that happens, that's 2 people down. What we have.
Well, what about, like, say, Parvati or Natalie or one of them come back?
Oh, yeah, one has to come back.
What if one of, like, if let's say Natalie comes back. She's a freaking challenge beast. She's, like, already pissed off. She's been on the EOE for, like, ever. She's like, get me out of here. So use all the anger and win.
I think that whoever's coming back, they need to do it soon, because if it's like they come back and then bam, they're in the final 5, I don't really like that. I want to see a little bit of gameplay when it comes back.
Ooh, okay. I'm looking at the comments. What if Tony and Tyson were in the final 3? Who should
Can you
win?
click on it and put it on the front? If you click on a comment, will it go to the like just click on a comment and see if it goes up there?
Okay, hold on. Here. No. I can't do it. Oh. Yeah, I tried clicking on it. Nothing. So many comments. But somebody asked, what if Tony and Tyson were both in the final 3 together? Who would you say should win?
If Tyson and who?
Tony.
I was blocking somebody. I'm sorry.
If Tyson and Tony.
It's Tony.
TNT. Tony wins? Okay.
He has to. How many glasses have you had so far, Libby?
This is my only one.
We're going to do I was thinking
I
of
just
stuff
got
we
the
can
scandal
do.
glasses.
That's nice.
They're so bougie. I'm like, woo.
Yeah.
They were on sale at Crate and Barrel. So I was like.
Bougie or ratchet?
Bougie. These are bougie. For sure. Ratchet would be like Dollar General. And still drinking that fine wine out of it.
I was going to see if I have one around me.
I love my Dollar General glasses, but those are pretty ratchet.
I was thinking like after Survivor, little different things we can do. And I would like to know, we're going to do it now, but like a top 10 thing that nobody knows about us and something like that. Like it could be embarrassing. One time, I'm gonna just say one thing here. It's pretty embarrassing. I probably shouldn't be saying it, but there was one time in college where I woke up next to somebody and I didn't know who they were. It was in college, and I snuck out the house. I snuck out the house when she in the bathroom. I ran out.
Poor girl. I've never been in that situation.
What about poor me? She probably felt the same way.
Well, you left her. She was probably just like, what happened? You were just like, oh shit, like, I gotta go. See you later. That's okay. One and run and done.
Happens.
But we'll definitely have to get to that top 10 things you don't know about us, because.
Yeah, so that'd be funny. Another thing is I've never eaten ranch in my life. Is that weird?
You're from Texas and you've never had ranch dressing?
I've never tried it. My kids would drink it. Have you ever been to Buffalo
Wild Wings?
Yeah.
And you've never tried ranch? You've never tried ranch and wings? Disgrace.
Never. Well, I've never. My kids, they like it so much they would drink it, but I'm not. Just not my thing.
Even if you smell
it smells
like
bad.
Yeah.
You like this? Are you from Texas? Born and raised?
I'm from Texas, born and raised.
Okay.
My family owns a barbecue place.
Oh, that's nice.
Grew up processing deer meat. Okay, we need to block this guy too.
Yeah, he's blocked. What is up with today? Today we have just a bunch of people that need to be blocked.
People are just a little whack tonight.
They're flirting with you.
That sounds like
that's what they're doing.
5-year-old flirting right there. That was exactly 5-year-old flirting for sure. Okay. So wait.
What do you think about Ben's game so far?
Ben, I wish I saw a little bit more of it. Like I feel like he's kind of getting the edit of he's gonna be out maybe top 6. Like I think he's not gonna go out next, but I think he might go out soon, just because like it's not anything. Like it's not anything that's entertaining. It's not anything that you could really talk about, because he's just kind of like, he was a topic of conversation and then he wasn't. He was like, I'm gonna vote with this person. Now I'm not. Like it's just kind of like, come on, Ben. Like where is your game? Because like I loved watching him play. I love him like running around and acting crazy, and like he's not doing that anymore. And it's just kind of like, I think that
they're not even looking for idols. Like they know an idol's in play, they still sleeping. No, not even Ben.
I know. No, this is what got me when they brought out the tree mail for the first time in the whole season tonight, or this past episode. Denise read the tree mail. I was like, there must have not been something that was that entertaining, because obviously, like they actually brought out tree mail for the first time, which I was glad to watch. But
right.
like people must just be like super out of it. I mean, they did have the family episode, and I think that just really actually hurt Ben more than helped him. I think it just like brought him down and made him miss them. I think like, I don't know. I just think that he hasn't been the best.
Yeah. How about were you sad to see Sophie go? And not to mention what she did when she said, well, I think that doesn't matter. I think it doesn't matter. I think the idol doesn't matter. Does she get to keep the idol?
That's a great question. I don't know. She was like, well.
And by the way, Libby, I wanted to tell you, if we get anything like that, I'm gonna Venmo you whatever the half is.
Hey, thanks. That's awesome.
or PayPal you or whatever. Because first of all, YouTube takes 30%, which is crazy. That's why they call themselves a partner. 30%.
Oh my gosh.
They're a legit partner.
Oh.
So if anybody does do that, Libby gets money too. It ain't just me. She's part of this gang.
Thanks.
I don't do Venmo, by the way. Somebody's laughing at me because I said Venmo. I do PayPal. But my kids do Venmo, so they put it on my phone. Oh, I lost the question.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's flirting.
Well, hi.
That's how you flirt.
Thanks. That's right. That's a real flirter right there.
Right?
Maybe blush. No, so, yeah, what were we talking about?
Libby, you're 27, right? Your birthday is August the 27th?
24th. August 24th.
Oh, I was close.
Very close.
Woo.
Very close. Yeah.
Okay.
So
now, Sophie, what you think about Sophie?
Sophie. I mean, I was just never like, I know she played a great game, and I know she has some really great fans. I just was okay. This is a personal thing for me, so please don't judge me. But like, okay. Sophie reminded me so much of Kellen, and Kellen voted me out. Though Kellen, like, no, like she and I are friends, but like she reminded me so much of her that like it was hard for me to like be out there and just like watch her gameplay and just be like appreciate it, because I feel like Kellen was always against me during that. So then like I put myself out on the island and I'm like, damn, I'm not a huge fan. So I'm always a fan of like who I would work with. So yeah.
So you don't think you look older than 30? You do not look. Don't let these people get to you. You do not look. I thought you were
I don't use Botox, so if that's what
I thought you were like 24. That's what I thought.
Great. So, we're gonna go with that.
Yeah. So I mean, How old
But
do you think
yeah.
I am?
Oh, uh, um, 46.
That's exactly right.
Really?
Wow.
Proof.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, okay.
So, what do you think
So
about Michelle?
I love Michelle. I think Michelle, like, it's hard for me not to like her. I feel like I would work with her out on the island. I feel like she plays a good game. Like, she's not too much to anyone, and she's not a player. Like, she's a player, but she plays a great social game to me. I feel like Sophie is someone who, like, either you love or you hate, and like I I just feel like I probably wouldn't work with her out there. Like, I feel like I would be working with, thanks, Kyle. I feel
Just
like
saying,
I
kind of.
kind of, kind of, she's all right, but it's fine.
Nice.
I feel like it's easy to trust Michelle. I feel like Sophie, you'd always know that she's like um, she has like a different, like, she has her own opinion, her own plan. Whatever she tells you might not be true. Like, I just kind of think that that's kind of how I felt. So Sophie, like, she has a ton of fans, which she did play a great game, but I just think that I wasn't like mad to see her go. Like, I think that she had her time out on the island, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
See you later. That was a good game.
No, I think her social game is like, I think that she's staying in there because of her social game.
Michelle?
But is her social game good enough to get her further in the game? I mean,
Yes.
is it good enough to get her? It's good enough to get her the end, but is it good enough to get her the win with all these great players
Right.
voting?
No. I mean, I think that, again, like, would you say, I know that because of how you play, you would probably say, I know how you would vote, but like, I just think, I think that Michelle is playing good enough to last to the final three. I just don't
Yeah.
think if she was like she won her season because she was playing with people who never played. So she, like, I feel like that's why. I just don't think that she's good enough to win, or her game right now is good enough for her to win against all winners. I think
Mm.
that's good enough to win her season, but I just don't think it's good enough to win for, like, against all of the winners, because I think winners know how hard it is to do like what they're all doing. So that's just like my opinion. Um
Right.
I'm not 40, but okay.
No, I think so. I think it's funny how things are changing in my mind as it goes along. Because
Mm-hmm.
if Tony's not there, then I have to consider, if I'm on the jury, I have to consider uh, Jeremy a winner. I have to consider it, even though I've been saying how bad he's
Jeremy?
been playing. He's playing bad, but he has a story to tell. Michelle doesn't have a story to tell.
Yeah, I
She
guess so, but I feel like, I mean, I could see that. I just, like, what is his story? Like,
His story is, I knew when I had to run, and I did. Basically, I ran and ran until I got to the final three. I
I
did this
guess so,
on,
but
in other words, I did this on my own. I had no help with nobody.
right.
So I got here because I got here. I did whatever it took to get to the final three. When I was supposed to vote a certain way, when I had to vote out my own alliance, I did what I had to do, and here I am.
Yeah.
What is
I
Michelle
mean,
going to say? I was nice to you guys.
no, I think Michelle could argue that she was okay. I knew when I was at the bottom, just like, I mean, literally her same exact script how she won last time. I knew when I was at the bottom, I knew who I needed to go to make it to this point and to this point, and I always knew how to vote when and where. And that's what, like, a typical survivor is able to do: look at a situation, say what is best for me, just like Jeremy. But Jeremy had the advantage to be able to run, and Michelle didn't. She just knew how to survive. She survived off of
Right.
nothing when Jeremy had food, basically. So that's like the only thing I would say is like, okay, Michelle versus Jeremy. And so Jeremy had the energy, he had the food, he had like the advantages, whatever. And Michelle was just like, I'm going to go here. All right, I'm going to go here. Okay, I'm at the bottom. I'm going to go here. And, that's kind of like my opinion on Michelle.
Yeah, so, I think I don't know. It's just going to be so confusing when and if, I don't know if they do, but if they should vote out Tony. But if they do, then the rest of the whole cast is going to be so confusing who's going to win this game. Because then you have have your toss up. You're going to have to definitely depend on who takes out Tony and what happens after this. But Tony has an idol in his pocket, so he may not be going anywhere.
If he keeps winning these challenges, man, he's just going to be like, can't defeat me. If somehow he makes Sarah jump right back on his back to vote how he wants to vote, that's a bad move by Sarah. At this point, anybody knows exactly what. If she don't know what he just did, then she's not a student of the game. Right. Well, okay. So what if Jeremy was like looking at the situation, like, now if I protect Sarah and get Michelle out, then like it's like trades, and then because he knows that Michelle is playing a better game than Sarah. And so he could just kind of look at it like maybe I can get Sarah to trust me by protecting her, and then Michelle gets blindsided because Michelle's playing a better game than Sarah is. So like towards the end, he could switch it to protect Sarah, and Michelle wouldn't know because Michelle's been like trusting him. I mean, though that probably would ruin his vote with Michelle. Like Michelle probably wouldn't vote for Tony to win then. But I mean, it would be something that he could do to play Sarah and Michelle against each other.
Yeah, we don't know exactly what's going to happen with Redemption Island. What happens if Rob comes back and stirs some things up? I mean, Redemption Island, EOE.
I really just don't see Rob coming back.
I mean, he's good in challenges. Why wouldn't he come back?
I think he's just kind of like, yeah, I guess so. If he comes back and stirs things up, and that would be wild. That would be like the season nobody would ever forget. Oh, I see a growing for them to unite and then boot the guys, period. I like that, Melissa.
I don't know. That's something that I think that Sarah can do right now, but I don't think she will.
No.
I think that she'll trust Tony, and her game will be because of Tony. That's what I think. I think she will get stabbed in the back again because of Tony. But he took her all the way to the final whatever. Final five, final six.
What about Denise? Like, do you think Denise is just going to cruise through, or is she next?
I just don't think she's that much of a threat. At this point, if I was going to say who's going next, it would be whoever Tony sees a threat. And I think Tony's going to put Sarah right back on his back. And I think Michelle's going to follow. I think Jeremy's going to follow. I think it's going to be Kim.
I mean, Kim is the only one who's playing somewhat of a fierce game besides Tony. Like, Kim really is fighting. She's like fighting.
She's dangerous.
Everybody else is just like...
Yeah. Kim is making moves. She's up there in the sniper tower. She's taking the shots, but she's just missing. And that's scary. That's scary for somebody that's running out on the field. They know that they're getting shot at. So they're like, she's a good player. She's coming after me. I think Kim's going to be going next.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's sad to say, but I think you're right. I hate that because I think that she's really trying. And so it's hard because with all these people that aren't trying, she does not need to go. But like, I know it sucks.
I can see this would be more interesting if Tony gets super scared of Sarah because Sarah just won't shut up about the move he just made, and then they vote out Sarah.
Yeah,
That's
kind
what
of
I
like
want to see.
that's what exactly. I was just about to say that. Like, I want to see that though. Like, Sarah, you're all good, girl, but like, you need to go so like Kim can make some moves. Like, these people that I want to see play, I want them to play, and I feel like it's just a few people are standing in their way.
Right.
But
So
I feel like this next episode is gonna be really good because like everybody's like, all right, it's go time. Like,
oh yeah,
Sarah's gonna be
yeah.
panicking, Kim's gonna be panicking, Denise is gonna be panicking. If anything, those three women can come together and vote. And even Michelle, like, hello, this is the only time you can do an all-girls alliance. Like, take advantage
right.
of it.
Yeah. Do you think all girl alliance is the right way to go? I mean, I think at this point it is. At this point, but
Only
what
to get
happens
Tony
when
out.
what happens when Tony wins the next 3 in a row?
They're screwed.
But
The
he
girls are
has an
screwed.
idol. Would he play it?
Do you think he'd play it for someone else?
I don't think he would. I don't think he has. He
so
doesn't have
either.
that in him.
I agree, Melissa. It really, I mean, like, I think that like some of them now have just kind of like given up. They're just kind of like,
it's not that impressive.
Tony's just playing an awesome game.
They were exactly
He's the only
right.
one who's like dodging stuff. And,
well,
like,
that's why he
here,
got.
like,
do you know that he's got 18 confessionals this episode? That's because
he really
it's not that
just
impressive.
on that entire show.
The whole show. It was. The record for confessionals is 18 with Tony. The record for seasons, I got to say, is 108, and that's with Russell Hand.
You're proud to say that. It's like, don't forget it.
I did something in my life.
Wait, what can I not say? What did I say that I can't say?
You didn't say anything.
Oh, somebody said, Libby, you can't say that. I want to know what
that
I
can't
say.
That I was 46.
Well, people keep thinking that I'm 40, so
there's that. Dang, girl, you're only 6 years younger than me.
I know, that's what somebody said. How many? I didn't get that many confessionals at all. And when you go on YouTube, any of my confessionals, I sound like I'm literally dead. Like, I'm just like, I was so excited to get taco night. Like, the tacos. I can't wait. I'm like, wait. Wake up, Libby. Come on.
That was you was telling yourself, like, what are you doing? It's all about tacos.
I was watching her, like, when I was talking, I think I had like 0 calories in me.
There's a good point right there. I'll let you read it.
But
that's a good point.
Is he really playing an awesome game, or does it just look like he is because of the dudes he's playing with? Yeah.
Well, when you can get both sides to give you money, basically currency in that game, via way of fire token, when you can get everybody to hand you a fire token, you have some power. Yeah.
And when you can get people to vote with you literally 5 minutes before tribal.
By the way, I'm every time you see me doing that, I'm just writing down what I owe you.
Oh,
I owe Libby.
But yeah, so I mean, it makes a very valid point, but he is.
Somebody said you posted a spoiler. She didn't post a spoiler because she doesn't know.
I don't know any spoilers. That's one thing I stay away from. I don't watch any spoilers or anything. I literally just watched the episode right before. I don't.
Nobody wants to hear spoilers.
No, I don't know any spoilers.
We're here to talk about the season, and when I see somebody trying to spoil it, I block them because it's ridiculous. Even if it's their opinion, I'll still block them because I don't want other people to think that that's what it is.
That's funny.
What if that's the case? What if everybody out there is just playing a dud and Tony's the only one that's really playing? What if that's the case?
Then that was bad on
and he sees it. He's a great player, so he sees it, and Kim sees it, so Kim starts firing off shots, and then Tony's like, "This is my time to take off a very smart player." We're calling Sophie at this point a smart player because she was playing a super solid game. Solid.
Yeah. I mean, she was playing great. I think that, yeah, it's only now it's a matter of time. It's like, okay, Tony's playing a great game. He sees who's playing, he sees who's not. Now it's a matter of who wants to play and who sees who's not playing and addressing them. Like, look, Tony's playing, you're not playing. Like, how do you want to play right now? Because this is go time. Like, there has to be one person to tell somebody, like, you are not playing. I want you to play and play with me. Like, let's get this game going again. Because if not, then it's going to continue to be like a dud. And then that's just like,
and that's going to be Kim. Kim's about to do something. She's about to say, hey guys, do y'all not see what's going on here? Yeah. Tony's winning.
Exactly.
Period.
We have to do something. And these people are voting with Tony. And then those people that are voting with Tony are either going to say, you're right, or I'm going to keep voting.
That's a good question for Libby right there. They're messing with you, Libby. You do not look like you do not look like you're 40 years old.
I love 80s music. I would have been.
That is a joke. Libby was born in damn near the 90s. Jeez.
I was actually. I was born in the 90s.
I know.
Have you seen The Opposite Day of
yes,
Seinfeld?
Yes, we've seen I've seen it. And when Sarah goes up to him, she's like, you ruined my game. You ruined my game. And he's like, you okay? I have an idol. She's like, oh. She doesn't act surprised at all about it, but she's like, okay. All right. But
so that I feel like she's going to use that against him. I feel like she's kind of overplaying with him and she doesn't want him to run the show anymore. So I feel like she's going to be like, okay, cops are us. Denise, Tony has an idol. I don't know.
So how's life, Libby? How's life treating you right now?
Are
you the going out type of girl? Like, do you go out
in COVID-19?
I know you can't. Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, are you the type of girl
going out right now?
Do you always go out with your friends on a regular basis, though? Are you the type that always leaving the house? Like, what's something we need to know about Libby that's not workout style? I don't want to know about that. We already know that you work out and you eat right. What is something else that we can know about you that you love to do?
Well, something about me, because I used to work, like, my degree is in film and television. So I have a degree from TCU that's film, television, and digital media, and minor in journalism. But I am sort of an introvert. Like, I love staying in. I love having my time by myself. I like being very, I drink wine. I like having time that's like to myself and just like not having to talk to people. Just because I like to like journal and I like to do stuff like that.
But how does that work in a relationship? Tom to you, because Tom to yourself, guys don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, I might not be in a relationship anymore.
Maybe you don't have to say that. You don't have to say that.
Yeah,
that's not what I was getting at. I had no clue, but I like it that we're true to ourselves and we're open on this channel. That's how we roll.
But I think that's something about me. I do like to go out. When I like to go out, I like to go out to smaller like country bars and like bars that like you can talk at and like go dancing. I love to like line dance. I love to like country dance. I don't love like city bars unless like I'm in New York City. Whatever city I'm in, I can adjust to the vibe. Like if I'm in New York City, I want to go to rooftop bars. I want to go to like bougie ass bars and have my glass of wine or my martini and like love it. I'm not much of an EDM girl. I love EDM music, but I don't love like music festivals or like big raves. Like I just don't love those.
I hate
because
that.
I can't like I like to like talk to people when I'm out. If I'm not out, then I love to like just be inside and just chill and like absorb that time to myself. Like I like to like make sure that I give that myself. I love EDM headphones. I love to like I love to make sure that I give myself time to like kind of get to know myself and like be where I am at like in the present. So yeah, the music festivals and everything is just kind of like I can listen to my music and feel it at my own time.
Do you think there's ever a time in your life, we get into the Dr. Phil
Ooh,
part of the show,
okay.
come a part in time in your life to where you're like, you know what? I rather be with someone else than being alone. Like right now, you love being alone, being
No, I'd
independent.
much rather be with somebody than alone. Like that's not. I'd much rather have like
You
being
just like to have your alone time.
right. I think
Okay.
that when it comes to who I am, is I'm an independent person. Like I can get
You got
on.
somebody. You got somebody out there doing this, Libby.
Okay, noted, noted. Like
Right?
okay, this is how I like to describe myself. I'm somebody who wants someone. I will never need someone. So I'm not a girl that needs a boyfriend or needs a guy, but I want
Yes.
one. So that is just like who I am. And so it kind of depends on like whoever I'm talking to. If the guy needs a girl, then like I'm not the girl for
Right.
you because I don't need a boy, but I
Yeah.
love to have a
If
boy.
somebody, so you saying you don't go with the needy. They needy and need you, need you, and need you. Why you ain't texting
Right.
back? Why you ain't doing this? Why we ain't spending all this time together? You must not love me.
Yes, exactly. Oh, boom. I'm like,
Uh, let
yeah.
me write that
So,
down.
yeah, I'm reading all these comments. They're great. They're great. But yeah,
Oh,
I
that's a good one
do.
right there. You might have seen it. Let me see.
Which one?
Bam.
Oh, of course. I like treat Charlie as a child. I love
Yes,
him.
I see that. That's probably why you lost your man, huh? Because you love your dog
Love my
more.
dog too much. That's probably what it was. I think I will have kids. Hopefully so. One day.
So this is personal with Libby now.
Personal, yes. It's as personal as it
Do you
gets.
think you do you think yourself as an open person, like able to like when you think something you say it, or do you hold things in? Because
Mm,
me, sometimes I get in trouble because when I think it, I don't try to hurt people's feelings, but I'll say something that may hurt their feelings.
yeah. I think, no, I'm never gonna, oh. I'm not someone who likes to like be honest just for the sake of being like just for the sake of saying things. If you want to know the truth about like if you look bad, I'll tell you you look bad. I'm not gonna like lie to your face like that. But if you
So
like,
if they say, "Do I look fat in this dress?" You'd be like, "Yes."
well, I'm not gonna say that because I'm also gonna like you know your body. I'm just gonna say, hey, however you feel, you rock it. Just be
What if they
you.
look fat in the dress though? What if it's like, I
I
really
this
need
is
to.
what I would do because I've had friends who have done that. Like, let's try something else. They're like, so I do look fat and be like, hey, we all get bloated sometimes. Listen, I just want you to be you and look good and feel good. Like, do you trust me? That's what girlfriends are
That's good.
for. I'm not gonna go out there and
Yeah.
like if you're wearing too tight of a dress, it like shows everything and you just don't see
Okay.
it. Like,
What if a guy
I want
comes
you to
up
look
to
good.
you and starts fat shaming you, like this shredded pretty boy that you started dating,
Ew.
right? That, but it's just you'll get my point. You're dating a shredded pretty boy, and all of a sudden he's starting to shame you because he sees a little bit of right there on
Goodbye.
the side there.
Bye bye. See you later.
Would it be that fast?
Oh
Be
yeah.
like,
That quick. Unless he's like my husband, he's like, honey, hey, I know you just had a kid 6 weeks ago. So like, well, we're gonna have to start, cutting it down. Then I'd be like, oh, thanks, honey. Okay, good. But if he's my
and
boyfriend, bye
I would
bye.
bring Shambo on, by the way, but no, she doesn't want to come on the show. There you go.
The Dr. Hans show. Boom.
There you go, Lemmy. You're getting rich.
Joshua Johnson.
Joshua is a
What a man.
patron, and what a man.
What a man. You can come
Joshua
on
is
here anytime.
the Dr. Hant show. Yes.
Libby, would
So
you play
you
with
got
people that you know or you don't? Or Libby, would you play with new people or people you already know? I think I would play with new people. I want some fresh
Yeah,
meat.
we have our audience is usually, I know we have some ladies in the house, but we have a 75%, 75, 80% guy audience for some reason.
For some reason.
I
I
don't
don't
know what it
know.
is. And by
Well,
the way, I wrote the number down. We had like 4,100. This is in 2 weeks' time. We had 4,100 views. And then last week we had 4,400 views. So
heck
that's a
yeah.
positive thing. I think we're going to get up to 5,000. I think it's going to be fun. And I think people want to know
Yeah.
what is the best. What if you was talking to these guys right here? What's the best quality in the guy besides the actual physical looks of a gentleman? What would you say your favorite quality in a guy besides his face or his body?
Well, I appreciate a guy with faith. That's just who I am. So that's
Okay,
something that's a big deal to me. But also, I like a guy who can be like
somebody said
friend.
calves.
No, actually, that part quality of a guy kind of makes it. There's one guy in my gym that'll come in. He has calves like kettlebells sitting on his legs, and it just like freaks me out. It's one of those things that just keep like looking at
Calves.
his calves. I'm like, okay.
Uh,
But I think a guy who can get along with everybody and like be friends with people and kind of just like entertain the crowd. I'm really attracted to somebody like that who like
yeah.
kind of just like is friendly and funny and like can get the crowd like everybody talking. Just kind of like one of those guys just is very attractive to me because I know that I can trust him with anybody I bring. Not that it matters if people I care about I have to love him, but like I can bring him into any of my friends group
Yeah.
and
Have you ever had a guy cry when you broke up with him? Oh
yes,
no.
I have. Wait. I want to answer this question because it is an important
Where's it
question. So it's very a
at?
genuine question.
Where's it at?
Does your favorite one? This is let me ask the Ghost Island alumni, what did you think of Wendell's game? I feel like I should answer that one from
Okay.
Black and Chaos. Um okay, so what did I think of Wendell's game? I think he played a little too aggressive. I think that he played very confident and like just like he played very confident a little too soon. Like I think he had good intentions. I think that he's just super fresh off of Survivor that like uh I just think he just like was ready to play and ready to win, but he had too many people that could be against him. So I love
Right.
him. He's always gonna be a good friend. It was hard to watch him go. I do not blame the man for Craig. I don't either. I don't think
Sometimes.
it's a bad thing. I think that
Sometimes. I mean, it could
sometimes
be a bad thing.
if it was like
I mean, you can't.
hysterical, but it was like if he wasn't crying, if he's just like,
It's like if he
okay,
cries every day. You
oh
know, the
no,
rainbow is so pretty, and he starts crying.
yeah, no,
I've recently, and I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say online what song it was. It wasn't even the kind of song you listen to and cry. It was almost a musical, like a instrumental type thing, and I almost shed a tear. It was so beautiful. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. I'll send it to you later. But it was
okay.
like, wow. But
Yeah.
people don't know this about me. We're a musical family.
Oh yes, okay.
Instruments, singing. My dad back in the day they had like district champions and state champions in chorus singing. And my dad won the state championship in singing.
Oh.
So would you like for me to hear me sing right now?
Yes.
No. No.
I cannot sing.
No, I'm not gonna sing.
No,
but that's true though. That's true. My dad won the
unfortunately.
state championship.
Oh, you know what we should do another episode is bring out some of our Survivor like memorabilia. I have it all in my closet.
Oh,
I
let
got
me show you
like
something.
tree mail and stuff. Like, and I also have like a when we won coffee.
Yeah, I want to show you something. Hold on one second.
The Bible verse that. Oh, okay. I'm kind of okay. Let's see. I agree, Will. I think that the Sophie blindside was better than Denise getting rid of Sandra. I think that was like epic. I mean,
this
Sandra,
is weird.
Oh, okay.
A little weird, but these.
What's up, Kyle? I'm talking to you guys. Ooh.
The original Heroes versus Villains buff, not even washed. Never washed it.
Ooh. They washed ours and gave like.
Nah, I didn't let them take mine. The red Heroes versus Villains.
Do you think they will bring back Survivor auctions?
Never washed. Never washed. Heroes versus Villains, one of the greatest seasons in history. That's not just me saying. And this is my favorite. My original Foa buff.
Foa.
Samoa.
I like
First thing I put on my head. Woo.
Oof. I don't even know what all.
No, it smells stale now. It just doesn't smell. And this here is pretty cool. Somebody broke in my house and stole everything I had. Like my TVs, my couches. I was at a funeral when it happened.
Russell,
stole everything.
So sorry.
And they stole the very first clue ever. I mean, the very first idol ever found without a clue ever. They stole that. But this was what it was in. This is the. Oh
my gosh.
Ever found without a clue. This is what I grabbed in that tree that you guys seen. Dang. So I still have the cloth.
Dang.
And it's sad because I wanted to give that, that's something you pass down for generations. Yeah. It had nothing to do with value, had nothing to do with anything like that.
No. Dang.
That might be true, Tommy.
What? Oh.
No, that's not true.
Okay. That's not true. We're getting really personal now.
No, that's not true.
I'll get my stuff out one day, but like another Monday. But my Bible was like it was a big deal whenever I got voted out. And like Ponderosa, they don't really go through the story, but when I opened my Bible, like the morning I woke up, I opened it to a Bible verse that like is now my favorite. But I put my first reward, or not my first reward, my first coffee reward there at like on the Bible verse. That is that. So it's always there.
No, that's
always there.
That's pretty cool.
Coffee. Yeah.
So if you guys want to become Patreons, I've seen somebody asking about it. Just go to one of my videos you see underneath in the description. They have the Patreon. We are getting together a therussellhantshow.com website where you can just click on. It'll have Libby Mondays on there. We'll put her address and phone number on there.
Yeah. Address, phone number. Like.
What do you think would happen if we posted your phone number?
Oh, no, we can't do that.
No, I wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying, what do you think would happen? You would have to change your phone number, probably.
Yeah.
Would you go on a blind date?
Would I go on a blind date? Only if I've talked to the person a few times. Okay. Like not seeing them, still blind, but like texting them or
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
So we're going to answer a few questions if you guys have any questions right before we go.
Some Q&As. Love this. Oh, wait. We before we do that, we need to say who we think is going home.
Okay. I think that, again, Natalie would be the easiest to come back still. And I think that Kim is going home.
Okay. I think Natalie is coming back. I don't know why. I just love her. I think she's coming back. I think that Sarah's going home.
Wow, that would be, I would rather see that, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But that's a very strong possibility because if Tony starts getting scared, she'll be the one. If she tries to blindside him and he plays the idol and takes her out instead,
that would be epic. That's what I think. I think he's now just about on that level, Right. Okay. Now we can answer some questions. Let's go.
Some of them are going to be a little crazy at this point.
Libby, do you use whitener on your teeth? Yes, I do. I use whitening strips because of this reason and this reason only.
Do you like to have a glass of wine before bedtime every night?
Almost every night. Yeah. Only because like I get anxious. I let a lot of things just like run through my mind. So I mean I do it like maybe 3 times a night. I don't normally just go out and like buy wine every day.
Dr. Phil needs to know.
Libby, who is the most attractive survivor? I think.
I hope you don't say. There's 2 people I do not want to hear you say. I'm not going to say who it is yet, though.
Well, in my interview, in my like ET interview before,
let me think what you said. I think it's one of the ones that I don't want you to say.
It probably is because he's very like Malcolm was always somebody I was like
Malcolm.
He's so beautiful. Malcolm, or I mean Michael was really hot. Just like now he's just friend. Malcolm.
Joe or Malcolm. That's Joe. The 2 that I was saying.
Yeah.
Everybody's like Joe or Malcolm.
Joe and Malcolm. It's just like
one of them's off the market now.
Yeah. Congratulations, Joe. Joe. They're so cute together.
I can tell you some stories about Malcolm.
I'm sure.
But I'll tell you that after.
I think Tony's going home final 3. Kim Scott. What are you going to do? They're so sorry, Russ.
That's who we need to get sponsor the show, Libby. Somebody that owns a winery.
Yes. You're right. And we can drink wine during it. That'd be great.
Right.
Yes, he has.
And we can bring back, I used to have a show called Whining with Wine. We could bring back Whining with Wine.
Yes.
And Libby. Got me writing, Libby.
First, Libby Monday, shy and reserved. Libby Monday now, ask me questions so I can tell you about myself. It's true. Is how I feel. I'm like, okay, I feel like you're
that was I have someone that helps me out a lot with all my stuff, and she's a big part of the Russell Hant show. And we're like, her name is Denise, and I'm like, what do you think about Libby? Like, we have to discuss this. The first time, she's a little uptight, and this is a Patreon, by the way.
Okay.
I said she has to. The thing is, I can come off abrasive sometimes. I'm straightforward. And I think right now she has to get to know me. I said, once she gets comfortable with me, I think that she's going to open up and everything's going to be a lot better. The show's going to get a lot better. Yeah. And just recently she was like, the last show was much better. It's getting better and better.
Thank you.
Because that's what it was. First Libby Monday, shy and reserved. Yes, now it's like drinking wine.
I was drinking wine the first time because I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Now I'm like, okay, let me relax. Okay, what is my morning routine? Am I a night out or a early bird?
That's one I want to know. Where is it at?
What is your max bench press? It's probably like.
Can you bench 245s?
No. I think I'm at like 95.
Okay. That's great.
Safely. I just don't lift a lot, like heavy weights. I could do 100 push-ups, but I can't do that.
This is Denise.
Thank you, Denise. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Who played better, Russell?
And who you asking her? Who played better, heroes versus villains or Samoa? They're asking you.
I think that you thrived in heroes versus villains. I think like you like had the villain role, so you knew which direction to go, and you're just
right.
Like, and you like became your true
I
character.
got dominated in both of them, to tell you the truth. And I think that the more impressive win would be amongst a bunch of all-stars. But Samoa was so easy for me. It wasn't a problem.
Right.
All right, guys. That's it. And we appreciate you watching Libby Monday. We will be back next Monday to talk Survivor. And then
Yes. I
once
feel like it's going to be
Survivor's
an epic
over,
episode.
yeah, once Survivor's over, I will start writing down little things that we can talk about. I like the flow of things. I like to just keep flowing with things and good questions and keep everybody entertained. Nobody's leaving. We've been at the same amount the entire show.
Thanks
So
for staying with
obviously
us, you guys.
it's a bunch of guys. Let me see a woman. Let me see if I can find me a
We got
woman
Denise
here.
in the house.
Denise in the house.
And Melissa.
Melissa, 2
Hello.
Patreons. No, yeah, I think they are. Yeah, I know Denise is. I think, yeah, they have 2 Patreons in the house. If you want to become a patron, go to the one of my videos. You'll see it in the description below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Libby, we hit 25,000 subscribers yesterday.
Yes.
Working on 30.
Yeah, we are. Good. I am so grateful. This is so fun.
We got to get Libby the white. I was like, can you have I didn't want to say it, but she had I said, don't you have the white ones that you can just put in your ear?
No way.
Because
everybody loves the pink EDM headphones.
The 25,000.
My hair is kind of big, but
that's Libby hair.
Libby hair. There it is.
And all this stuff I hear is about to go away, Libby. I think that, well, in Texas, I'm hearing Friday that, I don't know if that was a fib or not, that things are going to start opening up again.
Yes. So things will start opening up.
And you're in Nashville, right?
Right. Our gym will be opening up. And I know.
Before we go, I need to know, why are you in Nashville? Like, are you a singer?
No.
Oh, you're the gym runner.
Yeah, Nashville's awesome. It's a great city. It's blowing up. Everybody loves Nashville.
Would you like to have your own gym, Libby? Would you like to have your own gym?
No. I love it. I don't want my own gym. If anything, I would do things that's more like influential. Like, it's hard for me to be able to have my own influential like workout because I run this gym. I don't know how much longer I could do this. We'll see. Stay tuned. Stay with me. Stay with me.
That's how you make a living, right? The gym.
Yeah. I have an amazing group of members, amazing community. F45 is awesome. I have people that have joined from everywhere. And so it's been really, really cool. So, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we sure appreciate you guys watching. In an hour and 17 minutes. Hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell so you know I do not put scheduled here, but it's always Monday at 8. The reason I don't do the schedule thing is because it takes like 2 days to download, other than this will be downloaded tomorrow. It used to just go up right off the bat, but it doesn't any longer. But anyway, Libby is single, so guys, her Instagram is right here. All right, guys.
I will bring my souvenirs. Next Monday, we'll go through my memorabilia.
We're going to go through hers, and I'll get the JT letter. I've seen a lot of people asking about that. All right, guys. See y'all later, and we'll see you next Monday.
All right. Bye.